Hello, welcome back. Let's do question 115. We're still solving for x, and then we're given a third equation. Right, how do we solve a third equation? You have to remember these steps. The first thing is to isolate the third. What do I mean by that? The part of the equation that is the root sign must be isolated, must be on its own on one side of the equation. Like this whole part here, we have to make sure that it is on its own on one side of the equation. It means we can transpose negative x to the right hand side of the equation, then it becomes plus x. So on the left hand side, we just remain with the square root of negative 2x plus 4 like this, and then is equal to 2 plus x. So please don't forget that step. We have to make sure that the third is isolated, or the part of the equation with the root sign must be on its own on one side of the equation. And then what's the next step? After this, you have to square both sides of the equation. This side, the left hand side squared, and also the right hand side squared. And then the square root and the square, these are inverse operations, so they cancel each other out. We remain with negative 2x plus 4 is equal to, I'll do the shorter method of expanding this, but I'll show you the longer method now. Remember this before I show you. Remember this. If you have a plus b squared like this, you square this term, becomes a squared, then plus, because of this plus here, and then 2 times a times b, so 2ab, and then you square the last term there. That's how you expand this. Okay, so here we're going to square the 2, becomes 4, and then say 2 times 2 times x becomes plus 4x, and then we square the x, becomes plus x squared. But if you want to do the long way, you can say 2 plus x, and then 2 plus x like this, and then say 2 times 2, we get 4. Then 2 times x, we get 2x. X times 2, we get 2x. Then x times x, we get x squared. So which is 4 plus 4x plus x squared, right? And then now we have to write this equation in standard form. I mean in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? So we have our x squared here, is still on the right hand side. And then what about negative 2x? If we transpose it this side, becomes plus 2x. Then 4x plus 2x is 6x. And then 4, if we bring it to the right hand side, becomes minus 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So we just remain with this. So this is x squared plus 6x is equal to 0. And then we can factorize here. So 0 is equal to x outside, and then x plus 6. So meaning that x is equal to 0, or x plus 6 is equal to 0, giving us x is equal to negative 6. Now, the last part for said equations, you have to check if your answers are applicable. So come back to the equation that you're given and check. Put 0 there where there's x. Let's say we have negative 2 to 0 plus 4, then minus 0 is equal to 2. Is this equal to 2? This whole thing is equal to 2. So here we have 0 plus 4, and then we have square root of 4, then minus 0 is just that. Is this equal to 2? Yes, so it means this answer is applicable. Let's try negative 6. So it's going to be negative 2 times negative 6, and then plus 4 minus negative 6. Is this equal to 2? I doubt. So negative 2 times negative 6, that is positive 12. Positive 12 plus 4, that is 16. So we have square root of 16, and then plus 6. This is not equal to 2. So it means this answer is not applicable. So we just remain with x is equal to 0.